Hey everybody, and welcome to the daily card reading for Sunday, April 5th, 2026 through Monday, April 6th, 2026. As always with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it in there. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. If the video goes over 10 minutes, it will not be on Facebook at The Mintaka Experience, but you can find it at Randy Morningstar 747 on TikTok or Randy Mintaka 93 on YouTube. If you'd like to get any deals in, especially for those days I go for $1 readings, please feel free to follow me on Facebook at The Mintaka Experience so we can get you started. We're going to play with Jack today, and we're going to pull one card for the mornings, one card for the afternoons, and one card for the evenings. So when I talk about the morning, it's going to be for both days. When I talk about the afternoon, it's going to be for both days. When I talk about the evening, it's going to be for both days. Morning is from midnight to the afternoon. Evening is from evening to midnight on the 7th. Alright? Alright. So let's get going. We have the Two of Needles for the morning. So what this is that there is going to be a crossroads, a choice to be made. Using your intuition, using your money and finances to help. It might be about money, it might be about finances, it might be about your core values that might be put in question. You might be needing to cross-examine like how you word things or how your energy feels, or you might need to work on your relationship with money, work on your relationship with material possessions, work on your belongings and your thoughts and feelings around belongings and like tangible items such as like cards and clothing and electronics like your phone and your money, whether or not you want to spend it, whether or not you want to save it, what you want to do with it. Your relationship and your dynamic with money and with finances is going to be your driving point, 222, for the manifesting you're doing. Law of choice is going to come in. Law of intuition is going to come in. 232 and 234 are going to be confirmation numbers that this is especially for you. It looks like life path 2s and those that have a lot of planets in their second house are going to be highly impacted. Almost in like a trance or a hypnotic state. Like you know it's wrong, but you're going through the actions because you don't know what's wrong yet, so you can fix it. And it's almost like you're playing an observer role. Going around and trying to just act things out, play the part, and see where things go. You pretty much already know that this idea is bad. You pretty much know that what you're thinking is incorrect, or what they're thinking is incorrect. Like your intuition has been telling you something's been off for at least 2 days now, or since the 2nd of April. It looks like there's going to be some form of clarity coming through within your sex life or within your female role models. So somebody that is female, somebody that identifies as a woman, somebody that is a very strong, reliable person when it comes to speaking their mind and telling you when you make bad choices and holding you accountable is going to be coming through. Let's see. It looks like there's going to be some form of cover-up or cover charge going on. So make sure that you are having money for application fees or cover fees for the doctor, or make sure that your mind is up for being told one thing and being shown another, or make sure that you are fully aware of the patience it takes in order to see why you feel like it's a bad idea. The more you try to choose to avoid it, the faster it may hit you in the face. The best path to the goal is to avoid it. Basically, the more you avoid it, the faster the inevitable happens. Ignorance is bliss, but for how long? Especially for those in like 4s and 8s. So life path 4s and life path 8s, or those that have a lot of housing or planets placements in 4s and 8s. It looks like between 2 in the morning and 10 in the morning is going to be when the majority of that happens. Radio silence, radio static, white noise, black and white thinking, hypnotic features, hypnotic voices, being like in a trance or in a disassociative state when you go to think about something or when you're going into action. Think of like the movie Click, where you're in like autopilot. 532 is confirmation of autopilot and of feeling like you've been hypnotized. It doesn't mean that your free will has been taken, but it may feel like your free will has been compromised due to the choices that were laying in front of you. It could be also a false dichotomy where they're only giving you 2 choices, but you're too blind to see a third option right in front of you. So just be aware of that, especially for 555s and those that have a lot of like childish mentality or childhood traumas. We have the Ace of Needles reversed for the middle of the days. And what this means is there's going to be a delay in reaping the rewards of victory because you're making choices slowly and ineffectively. It looks like your energy is so low that you haven't been able to make the choices that you needed to make your benefits happen, to make your manifest come true. It looks like you might be needing some pokes and prods to get you in the right direction. You need a gentle nudge to tell you what to do and what to say. Even though you already know it, it's just that you're scared of the repercussions or you're scared of the consequences of your actions, so you don't tend to act on it. As soon as someone has a sharp wit about you or says something about you, you tend to go dull, you tend to act out, you tend to start to become emotionally detached and start to become mute or partially mute. This is due to like a trauma response of feeling like low down and feeling inferior to other people, even when that's not the case. Perception bias and assumptive bias are going to be very strong in the middle of the day between 11 in the morning and 9 in the afternoon. It also looks like there's going to be some form of dullness to the conversation or dullness of the mind. So you might go drinking, you might smoke something that dulls your mind, you might become comfortably numb to the senses by a doctor's hand or by an illegal substance. Watching your codependencies and making sure that you are fully aware of the impacts it has on your body, even after the high goes down, can be beneficial. Spiritual narcissism might need to be watched for, especially for those that are refusing to take people just at their word and refusing to let inconsistencies or lies be as they are. In other words, they're trying to fight every lie about them. They're trying to fight every last misinformation out there, refusing to pick their battles wisely. You could be making so many choices that you just don't have any energy left for the big fights. So make sure that you are taking your choices in moderation. As the week ahead read did say something about overdoing it. It could be in choices in your thought process. It could be overthinking things. It could be overanalyzing. It could be not taking the right steps, saying one thing and then not acting on it. Daintiness, fragility, and mental stiffness sticks out. Twisting lies and twisting the story until it fits the narrative. Give me a second. Twisting lies and splitting hairs to twist a certain narrative can be seen as hindering your progress, so make sure that you are fully aware of the consequences. And what you bring in less than a minute, it takes less than a minute, it takes less than an hour to do what you're asking. Make sure that you aren't splitting hairs, and make sure that you are able to cut ties and only take as much as you can. Energetic cords and strings need to be cut, and make sure that you are disconnecting your soul resonance from the connection after you delegate a response. So for those mediumships and those channels, if you don't cut the cord after connection, it could cause problems. But if you choose to keep the connection cord connected, be sure that you know the consequences of that as well. And lastly, we have the Eight of Needles reversed. And this shows a temporary relief in anguish, a temporary relief in despair, a temporary relief in mental awareness. So, a temporary lapse of judgment, one single bad decision that leads to harm later can also be seen. Though it looks like it only delays the manifest, it doesn't necessarily stop it from happening. Bad thoughts, bad feelings, bad intent stick out. Like mixed signals are going to be given due to inconsistent intent on the matter at hand. It looks like a lot of Monday and Sunday are going to be within the mindset and within like mental clarity in the spirit realm. It looks like zeros, 2s, and 7s are important. The number 207, 702, 720, 270, and 27 and 72 are all going to be numbers that stick out for different reasons for different people. If any of those numbers stick out to you and you want to know a little bit more, you can either Google it or you can go ahead and ask me for a reading and we can see what the personal message for you is, because Google's only going to give you like a general's vague thing. It looks like delaying hopes, wishes, and dreams due to disorganization, unrest, listlessness, the inability to calm down, the inability to let things go, holding past words and actions against someone can be seen as well towards the end of the week. But it does look like at near the end of the week, within 2 days of the end of the week, so by the 13th, there's going to be some form of temporary relief. There's going to be some form of breath of fresh air, and it's going to make sure that it's going to be short-lived, though. So don't expect a lot of puppies and rainbows here, but there's going to be some sort of light at the end of the tunnel towards the end of the 2 days here. But that's what I get for the 5th and the 6th for the collective. So as with these though, take what resonates and if it doesn't. Thanks for joining.